Hello, I am Matt with Schematical, and today I'm going to talk about neural evolution of augmenting topologies. I didn't come up with it, it's a very long title, and for short we'll call it NEAT. So, neural evolution of augmented topologies was actually developed, according to Wikipedia, by Ken Stanley in 2002 at the University of Austin, Texas. Since then, the technique has been implemented by plenty of other people for plenty of other projects, one of the most famous being Seth Bling's Mario, and you can also see a version of that running currently and streaming online 24/7 at the time of this recording as Luigi.io. In 2017, I took a swing at implementing it myself for Chaoscraft, which is my Minecraft genetic learning algorithm project, as well as Chaos Trainer, which is a small 2D game where you basically train AIs to solve puzzles. When I first started working on this stuff, I didn't really find much documentation, at least in the form of YouTube videos, on how to do this. What I ended up doing was looking through the original paper, trying to make sense of that, and I am no scholar by any means, so I struggled with that a bit. And then ended up taking apart code from various projects such as Mario, looking at that, and then tried to piece it together in my own languages, Java for Minecraft, JavaScript actually for a little bit, which was weird, and C# for Unity for the Chaos Trainer game. Since then, a lot of you guys have asked me how I did this and asked for more information on it, and I've been toying around with the idea of doing a video on it for quite a while, so this is the video. Before we dig in too far, let me just talk about reinforcement learning and supervised learning. So this is a classifier, a basic classifier with supervised learning. You guys have a labeled set of inputs and outputs. In this case, hot dog, not hot dog. A lot of pictures of hot dogs and a lot of pictures of everything else. By the way, that's a Silicon Valley reference if no one else gets it. Silicon Valley, the TV show on HBO. The example could easily have been cat or not cat, dog or not dog, but it's a basic classifier. And because you've got these data sets that know if the picture, you'd have to tag it ahead of time, of course, but we've got these massive data sets that have been tagged, and because of that, we can actually reward or punish the neural net as soon as it makes its prediction. And that process typically uses backward propagation. Again, something a bit beyond the scope of what I'm going for here, but I'll try and post a link to another video that talks about that in the show notes. What we end up using more often than not is reinforcement learning. There is Q learning as well, again, not for this, but reinforcement learning is a bit different because you don't have the exact right answer directly in front of you all the time. For this example here on screen, we've got Pac-Man, and he could go a couple different ways. There's no one right answer there. And as he progresses, the only wrong answer is one that gets him pinned in a corner and or killed. If you just punish him on that last decision that the neural net made, because it makes hundreds a second, then you end up punishing the wrong neurons potentially, because at that point they might have realized they're mistaken and trying to get out of it. Basically, the NEAT algorithm is not your typical backpropagated problem that you'd solve easily with something like TensorFlow. Though TensorFlow may be able to do this, I actually don't know. Let me know in the comments if you do.